Hey everybody, so today I'm here to do my 2018 goals. So I thought I would do this a little bit differently. I think I've done it a different way every year, but this year I thought I would reflect back on what I mentioned in my last video for 2017 goals and kind of go over those, see what I accomplished, what I didn't accomplish, and then go over some of my proudest achievements in 2017 and then touch on my 2018 stuff. So I went back and I rewatched my 2017 video, and the word that I had for 2017 that I just kind of wanted to use to, like, I don't even really know how to describe it. It was just something that I saw other people do, and it was a word that they wanted to just kind of come back to throughout the year, and the word that I chose was patience. And I can't begin to tell you how much that word really spoke to 2017 for me and my family, just all around. In so many different ways, I've reflected on it throughout the year, and I just feel like that word was so fitting in a lot of ways I didn't even know yet. And then some of my goals were to find a better balance for my needs and wants with being a mom and wife, and I feel like I achieved that. Last year I enrolled in lactation education courses, and I have learned how to get out of the house and do things by myself. I've started hanging out with girlfriends and things like that again. That was something that I had talked really candidly about in my last video. It was something that I was struggling with quite a bit, and I think Mark really did help get the ball rolling with it. It was something just like going and finding an hour here, hour there of stuff to do by myself. I also started going grocery shopping by myself every other week, and that's something else that's helped a lot because I spend 3 hours not having to talk to anybody, not refilling sippy cups, like nobody's depending on me. I'm just going, well, kind of, but I get to be alone and doing that stuff. And I've just learned how to go get my hair cut, or maybe drop the girls off at their grandma's if I have a morning full of errands to do, because their grandparents love to spend time with them and they're constantly complaining that I don't drop them off enough. I've been learning throughout the year how to put myself first sometimes, and that's been really nice. I feel like it has rejuvenated me as a person, and I've found how to intertwine things that I love as a mom and a wife and as Alia, and that's really awesome. So I feel like I've achieved that a lot, and I'm really proud of that. And then as far as the next one, having more patience with myself, I definitely did not achieve that one. I think that's something I'm going to have to forever be working on. I just tend to have really high standards for myself, and when I don't meet them, I get really frustrated with myself. And that's just something that I'm gonna have to learn, like I said, to work on, because I could never accomplish that in just a year. Also, finding more ways for Mark and I to spend time with each other was a huge thing that was important to me. We had been slacking on doing the things that we loved to do together, and I just wanted to find different and more ways for us to spend time together. So I feel like we accomplished that really well. I feel like 2017 as a whole was a really good year for Mark and I, and spending time with each other and growing as just Mark and Alia, and not necessarily as mom and dad, even though we did. But we did go on a lot of dates. We went to concerts, we started playing board games with each other, and we've, been really diligent about taking the time to make our relationship even better. And I mean, him and I have a great relationship, and I'm very thankful for that. And the reason why we're constantly trying to work on it is so that we don't ever lose that. Because I do think that good relationships are the result of really, 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 really hard work, and it's because you never stop working on them. So I feel like we have done really well in that. Also, something else that I wanted to do was just watch and enjoy the girls growing up, and that's something else that I feel like we've achieved. We just kind of sat back and watched these girls grow up. We weren't having another baby. We weren't, I wasn't pregnant. We weren't expecting any kids. Like, we were just able to enjoy our two girls and watch them grow. And it's really been amazing because starting off the year, Remy was still a little bit of a baby. She also did have her first birthday this year, but at the end of this year, she is definitely getting less and less baby-like every single day. She is more of a little person, and it's just been amazing. Also, working with Sophie on phonics. No, I didn't do that. I don't think I did that at all, actually. And then soaking in Remy's first year and time as a baby. And that is something that I felt like I did a pretty good job of. I mean, I feel like as parents, we're always like, we wish we would have spent more time doing this. And you know, the time that they are little, it just goes so quickly that it's hard to grasp every little second. But I felt like we definitely did do our best at trying to savor it because it does go by so quick. And then also we had a lot of financial goals that we wanted to do. I was never really specific about them. Basically, we had just some financial goals going into 2017, but then by the like middle to end, we had a different set along with those initial ones for like prepping for another baby. So those initial ones that we had set, we met half of those, and that is something, to me, even half of it, it's basically taking care of all of our debt. To take care of half of that was just tremendous. Like, it's something that both of us are really proud of. It's not an easy thing to do, and it's obviously something we're going to have to constantly be working on, and it's something that you'll hear about here in a little bit. But as far as the second half of that, we started thinking of financial goals that we wanted to do, like money to save up as far as when we're going to have another baby, you know, what we would need, and you know, just different stuff. So we, I think, accomplished like most of it. Not all of it, definitely not. And with also trying to pay off our debt, it's been a little tricky to navigate both. But I feel like just financially and meeting those goals, we've done really well this year, and trying to stay on track and trying to keep our goals in line. And I'm really proud of that, because I think that's like the first time that we've ever been that diligent. So I'm glad we're off to a good start, and I hope we can keep that going. And then as far as my channel goes, I wanted to set a schedule, and that is something that I did not do. And I also wanted to focus on quality content, not necessarily quantity, and that is something that I know I definitely focused on, and it's something that I want to continue to focus on for you guys. Something else that was really important for my channel this past year was being more personal and connecting with you guys, and I think that's also something else that I've done really well with, because a lot of my videos weren't showing a very personal side to me. You didn't really know Alia, and I feel like I've done a lot better, whether it's with my chit chat videos or some of my day in the lives and stuff like that. I feel like you guys have got to know me a little bit better, and I want to continue to do that with you guys. And then at the very end of the video, I talked about possibly vlogging, and obviously you guys know I have not done that thus far. So as far as my 2000 proud achievements are, I feel like I've kind of elaborated on the things that I've already mentioned, but I was proud that I did enroll in those lactation education courses, because that was something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. I only have 3 more like chapters, if that's what you can call them, and I have my big test and I'll be done, and that's really exciting and I can't wait. I already talked about being proud of our financial achievements, because that was a really big deal to us. I'm also really proud of the fact that I kept true to our focus for the year, and it was to get financially ready before we wanted to have a third baby, and that was something that I struggled with quite a bit through the year, and I feel like I was as candid as I wanted to be in my videos, but I didn't necessarily convey to you guys nearly how much it was really a struggle for me. But it was something that I had to keep reminding myself where we wanted to be, not where I want to be right this second. And that was really hard. So I'm glad that we've stuck to that. Like I said, I was really proud about the fact that Mark and I have made time for each other and keeping on top of all that stuff, and also soaking in every minute with our girls. And this Christmas was really just kind of amazing, because they were both little people who could enjoy and understand everything that was going on. So it was really awesome, and Remy was surprisingly really great at ripping open presents, so they both like didn't need our help, and it was really great. So we, I think, both obviously really enjoyed this past year with them. I'm also really proud of the fact that we got out and we did quite a bit of family activities. I think for the longest time, getting out with both kids intimidated Mark and I. It was something that obviously needs to be done every once in a while, but to voluntarily go out and do stuff as a family, it can be a little overwhelming, especially when you have 2 under 2. And this year we did stuff anyways. We went to the zoo, we went to a lot of children's museums, you name it, we went and did it, and I'm really glad that we did. We actually went to the park quite often too, which is kind of amazing. And then the last thing that I am proud of is that I have found a way to work part-time, go to school part-time, and also be a full-time mom and wife. I really didn't think stuff like that was possible, obviously, because I've never been in that position to do those things. But, you know, with trying to be more consistent and regular with my channel, and then also deciding to take lactation courses, I had to figure out how to balance all of that. And at first it was really hard, and I was slacking on some things and not paying attention to others and things like that. But I've finally found my footing. Oh, my hair is being a little crazy. My hair is being a little crazy. It's not to say that I feel like I have everything figured out or that my life is on this perfect schedule or anything. It's just that I didn't think I could handle that much on a regular basis. I always kind of felt like this is my max and there's no way I can do any more. And I found a way to shove in those things that I wanted to do for myself, and found a way to do the other things that I'm responsible for and that I love doing too. So I found a way to do the things that I wanted when I didn't think it was possible, because I didn't have the confidence in myself. And I think that's what I'm trying to say, is that I found a way to just push back my insecurities of what I'm able to handle, and I found a way to do it anyways. So on to my 2018 goals. I tried to keep it simple, because I think last year, looking back at that video, I was kind of all over the place, and I think I had like more than one goal for some, it was just crazy. So I tried to keep it pretty simple. I just have one goal for each thing. So as far as my marriage goes, I speak for the both of us when I say obviously 2018 is going to be focused on having another baby. Hopefully we can get that done this year. Not necessarily having the baby, I guess I should say. Conceiving the baby. That's what we're going to be trying to do this year. And I'm just trying to keep a hopeful but realistic mindset about it. And hopefully we're lucky enough to achieve that this year. And then for my personal goal, I want to finish, complete, and get my certification in my lactation courses. So I will be an enriched breastfeeding specialist, and that'll be amazing. So I want to complete those, which, like I said, I'm not far off, but I have taken a break since Christmas because I feel like my brain was starting to fry. And then as far as our family goal, I want to continue to work on those financial goals. Like I said, we paid off like half our debt. I want to continue to work on that. It might not be nearly as fast and hard as what we were doing, but I want to find whatever is going to work for us from here on out. And then as far as the girls, I really do want to get back into doing educational learning at home with the girls, especially now that Remy is, like, I feel, of understanding age. You know, before this, I feel like she wasn't really getting it. Also, her verbal skills have really picked up within the past few months, so I feel like we're definitely ready. So I want to get back on board with that. And also, Sophie will be starting preschool in the fall, hopefully, fingers crossed. So if she starts that, obviously I want her to be ready and just, you know, spend as much time with her as I can before she's not going to be here. And it would only be for not even 3 hours a day, but I think both Remy and I are going to be completely lost with that time. When she starts preschool, it'll be close to 4 years of her life she has been at home with me every single day for the most part. And that's craziness to me, and I don't know what I'm going to do with my day. I think both me and Remy are just going to stare at the wall and wait to go pick her up. And then as far as my channel goal for 2018, I have a schedule announcement coming for you guys. If you watched my last chit chat video, you will kind of know that this was coming, but I do have a schedule announcement. I am committing to a schedule, people. I have found something that's worked. I have secretly been trying this out on you without actually saying anything for like the past month or so. It's just been working super well. So I'm going to take the plunge and I'm going to commit to it. So be on the lookout for that. Obviously, my staples are breastfeeding and product reviews, but I love doing those other videos, and it seems like you guys love them too. And whether it's vlogs or if it's DIYs or recipes or whatever it might be, like, I just want to get creative with it, and I want to brainstorm new stuff that I haven't had on my channel or things I want to try. And if you guys have anything, obviously let me know down below what you would like to see from me in 2018. And the last thing I want to mention was my word of the year, and the one that I picked was confidence. I want to have confidence in myself. I want to have confidence in the things that I know, that things aren't going to happen a second before when they're supposed to happen, have confidence in my girls, in making the right decisions for them, and Mark and and just, I don't know, just like confidence in general, I feel like is something that I really want to work on this next year. In the comments down below, make sure you tell me what your New Year's resolutions are, if you have any, or your word of the year, or what you want to get done, what your goals are, because I love hearing from you guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.